And we're live. Uh, Hi guys, hope you're all well. Welcome to Football with Brownie. I just thought I'd do a transfer talk show. A few rumours going around today and yesterday, and I just thought I'd catch up with all the other YouTubers in putting some kind of show together about possible moves, possible ins and outs of clubs, and see where we go really. Um, okay, first of all, there you go, down on the banner there. Football Brownie YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, Football Brownie on Facebook group and Instagram, Adam Brown 451. I'm having so much rubbish with Twitter at the moment. They're pushing me into doing a video about it because they just never seem to be responding to any emails, do they? You know, I know I'm only a little number, but it just never seems to be responding to emails, and it's so frustrating. Hi, mate. No, I'm just doing a show of my own. It's not going to be that long anyway, mate. But you're more than welcome to stay in and chat. We'll speak later. We'll speak later. I may be doing another show after the football tonight. I'm not too sure yet. But anyway, first one we're going to talk about is just a personal one. It's about Cardiff City, and it's regarding lonely Filip Benkovic, who finally had his first appearance after being on loan for the best part of since the summer really. So all them on wages, all that on a loan fee. He plays one game, he has an absolute nightmare, and now Leicester's recalled him. What an absolute waste of money that is. And I'm sorry, but Cardiff don't really have a transfer bloody board or whatever the bigger Premier League clubs do. So I'm sorry, it's going to have to fall on Neil Harris's head. More money wasted. More money wasted. Hi there, Lewis. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Hi, Randy. Hi, Stefan. Yeah, I'm going to be talking. Looking fresh. Well, I need a haircut, I do. But yeah. I need to sort myself out. After this video, I don't know whether I'll go shave it all off or just go for a cut. I'm not too sure yet, Randy, but thank you very much for a compliment. We're going to go on about Arsenal now. Because I've had my little Cardiff rant. So we're going to go on about Arsenal. First of all, Mesut Ozil has been linked with either Fenerbahce or American MLS team DC United. Now, personally, it was Fenerbahce yesterday morning, it was DC United by yesterday evening, and now this morning it's gone back to Fenerbahce. So, I'm just thinking Mesut Ozil's team could well be playing games here. And we created a kind of bidding war of who is going to offer the best package, because I know the rumour is that the American team, MLS, are putting a package together which would include helping out his coffee business, which is something, I think it's called 39 Steps or something. That coffee brand would then be the only coffee brand within the stadium, and then it is hoped then the brand can go on from there. But I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. That's just what I'm reading. On the other side, I think something tells me that the owner of Fenerbahce was Mesut Ozil's best man in his wedding. So, where would you go if you were Mesut Ozil? Let's be honest. For example, if they both offering the same amount of money, where would you go? Would it be Fenerbahce, where you loved in Turkey because of your Turkish heritage, or would it be to DC United? Personally, I would go across the pond, but that's my own personal opinion. Right, what's other people say? What's going on in Cardiff? Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just nonsense. Nonsense. I got West Ham unofficial. Hi, mate. Hope you're well. Hope Jake is doing well as well. And guys, if you don't know, please, you don't have to be a West Ham fan. You just can be a football fan. And please, check Jake out. Check out West Ham unofficial. And he's going to do big things on YouTube. Stefan, I got long hair. Get skin fade. Probably got more hair than me, and I'm 23. I have gone all off before on many times, but what I'm seeing now as I'm getting older, when I go all off, less grow back. Yeah, well, I think that his party are trying to play one off against the other, as I mentioned. Would any Cardiff players get into our squad? Do you rate any of them? Well, Harry Wilson is on loan at Liverpool, so if you want to count him as in the Cardiff squad, which he is obviously, yeah, I think he would get into the squad because he would in Liverpool's squad. But apart from that, no, don't rate any of them. Oh, thanks, Randy. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. If you're watching on Facebook as well, also hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm on my way. Well, I got to the 300 mark the other day. I really want to get to the 1,000. If anyone can help me out on that. Stefan's come back. I'm still metalhead in my 50s. I used to hate heavy metal music. I used to hate it. Thoughts on Man City, Man United. I went 3-0 Tottenham last night and it was 2-0. I also went 3-0 Arsenal against West Brom and it was 4-0. So I'm there or thereabouts at the moment with my predictions. But I'm going on this one. I'm going for 1-1 to 90 minutes, and then we'll see what happens after that. So it's logical. He goes back in. Yeah, I can see that point of view. But how long was Rooney? Rooney was here for about 2 years, wasn't he? So potentially, could he do both? If he went to America, for a couple of years, Zlatan, how old is Zlatan now? Could he? Do you think he's old enough to do America for a couple of years and then go from America to Turkey? Do you think he's old enough to do that? He's still got the age on his side to do that. I'm not too sure. Good genes. But Black drainpipe jeans. Oh, jeez. My father still had his hair when he quoted. Come on, Brownie. You should have said 1-0, didn't you? Yeah, I know. I don't know. Something tells me that it's going to be a draw and it's going to go into extra time, because I am right. It's no longer 2 legs in the semi-finals of the League Cup now, and I am right in saying that. Okay, let's go back to transfers. What else have we got? We have got Sami Khedira, rumoured to be joining Everton from Juventus. For a short term until the summer. Everton really do need support now. They need backup. They need to strengthen their squad. They got it until January. They got to January, and they're very lucky Calvert-Lewin has kept fit, because he has been playing a lot of games, and he don't really have backup, and they're in a good position now. Potentially, in my opinion, I think if they strengthen in the right places in January, I think they could go on and achieve a Champions League spot, because the season is so open. But Sami Khedira, would you guys take him on a short term? I think it's a good option. It's a very good option. Apparently, he's going to be taking a massive pay cut from Juventus just to secure the move. So, I don't know. See what you think. Randy, yeah, I thought it went down from 2 legs to 1 leg. And Stefan agrees, yeah. Fortune, Buendia. You must see him play properly. Yeah, I seen Buendia play Cardiff 3 weeks ago now, I think it was. And to be honest, he ripped Cardiff a new one. On the flip side of that, Cardiff's defending was shocking. So, it's a bit of oh, sorry, we're back. Do apologise. Don't know what happened there. Regarding Buendia. Yeah, he played against Cardiff a few weeks ago. He ripped Cardiff a new one. But Cardiff defending was bad. Personally, I think Norwich would be absolutely crazy to get rid of anybody in January. Everyone is tied up to a long-term deal, because I'm also hearing that the rumours of Max Aarons Max Aarons to Manchester United. There was also another rumour, but I can't. Business-wise, it doesn't make any sense for Norwich to sell. Okay? to get promoted, the club makes about 100 million, say. To get promoted to a Premier League, the club makes 100 million. So why would they sell, say, Buendia for 20, 25 million when potentially, if they get rid of him, then their season may collapse? So I think the more sensible kind of theory is that Norwich would wait until the summer, achieve promotion, and then say to Buendia, look, you know. And it's not just Buendia, it's Max Aarons as well, as Cantwell as well. So I can't see the sense in Norwich allowing Buendia or any other players to go in January. I don't know what you guys think. Let's go. And what is it? Yeah. Who top players in the championship? I think Buendia's got to be one of them. I think Cantwell's another. I think Max Aarons. Basically, Norwich, because the summer window or the close season was very small period-wise because of COVID, I don't think that it was enough time to get better moves for those players. So they just buy their time for another season, and they're going to be, if they all keep together, they're going to be Premier League players again. Yeah, I know I crashed, so what does... Randy, maybe you should change scenes, Browning. I would change back to No. I've been supporting Cardiff for long, for worse times than this, when the old Division 4. True. Stefan's come back. If a player wants to go, player's got so much power. No, I don't agree. Okay, if he wants to go, he wants to go. But who? That would be like a Thomas Partey kind of situation, wouldn't it? If Norwich went to the player and said, look, Mr. Buendia, you're tied down to a long-term contract, okay? You're tied down to a long-term contract. However, we are allowed to let you go on condition that you wait 6 months. If you continue to play the way you're playing for us and get us promotion, what's to say more interest doesn't come in, and then that could potentially improve your move, as it would then create a bidding war between Arsenal and other clubs who may be interested. That's the way I'm thinking about it anyway. Yeah, Randy agrees with me. At least someone does. They could sell Buendia, they could end up losing money and not getting promoted. Bang on, Cheddars. Bang on. The last thing you want is for there to be upheaval within the changing room when you're leading a division in January. Surely they get promoted now. So I know, I have seen and witnessed many clubs just dropping like bricks after January. What do you think Isco to Arsenal? I think Isco, if he's given a run of games, and congratulations to Isco and his wife, by the way. Very much doubt they're ever going to be watching this, but congratulations of her birth of their new child. I think Isco will absolutely rip another one in the Premier League, whoever he goes to. I don't think he'll go to Arsenal because the rumours are Arsenal only want to take him on loan. Real Madrid want to cash in on him because he's got a small amount of time left on his contract, so a loan will just take him until the end of his contract. Whereas if Real Madrid did cash in on him, at least they get something for him rather than nothing in the summer, if you know what I mean. As a Celtic fan who wants to play yeah, seriously, they got some decent kids, but if the opportunity arises, yeah, but I think let's be honest, Norwich has made these players, and if Norwich say, look, you will go with our greatest blessings in 6 months, just help us out until the summer, then you can go. I think that would be the way forward. Who's your phone right now? No comment. No comment. Oh, guys. Right, the other one we're going to talk about is Maitland-Niles. Now, in the summer, Wolves actually put an official bid in for about 20 million. And it was all going to go through until the rumour is Arteta put a stop to it. And then all of a sudden, so Arteta convinces him to stay, yet he's never played him. Now, they're on about Eddie Nketiah going to Wolves. Because, let's be honest, Wolves are currently dropped. Their form has gone right out of window since Jimenez had that injury. And they can't score goals. I don't think Eddie Nketiah is the actual answer, but that's the rumour now. So, is there any future with Nketiah and Maitland-Niles at Arsenal? And if so, and if it isn't so, surely they got cash in on it whenever any bids come in. What do you guys think? Randy's mentioned Balogun to Liverpool. Yeah, Balogun has 6 months left on his contract. He's been refusing the contract for the last 6 months. I know that there's been ridiculous comments by other YouTubers of the rumour is Balogun's agent has started negotiations at the top end of the demand, which is 100,000 a week. Right? Not even Liverpool would pay a player who's only made 5 appearances for Arsenal £100,000 a week. So that can come at least down 50%. I think he's a good prospect, but he's still only a prospect. What I do think would benefit Arsenal in securing his services is the fact that he can see a stronger path into the first team. So that is where the Eddie Nketiah out the door kind of matches up, if you know what I mean. Let's just see. Stefan comes back. Ole's turned it around. The problem with Man United fans, they are claiming now, they're in the championship race, they're in the title race. Now, we're not even halfway through the season. Personally, I don't think the title race starts until 10-15 games before the end of the season. Not more than 50% of games left before the end of the season. That's my own opinion. I think he'll just fall off. Injuries will catch up with him. Saliba going on loan is a joke. I'd never give a kid a chance. Poor kid. I don't know. The problem is, Randy, no one knows what is seen in training, what is seen within the change room and so on. He was never an Arteta signing, was he? He was never an Edu signing. He was a Ralph Snelly signing. And we all know the rumours about the Ralph Snelly signing of Pepe from Leo. So I don't know. Make of it what you want. But I've seen firsthand of how much dodginess can go on within football transfers. Believe me. If people had been top, we would be top of the league. But who was it who said, "Hold your horses" to Arsenal fans who are claiming they were going to be relegated and playing Cardiff next season? All kinds of rumours in January, but both players. Yeah, they probably do. They probably do, and Arsenal probably want him out as well now. What's the difference in giving him 100k with Sean Thomas, whereas it giving him Well, I'll tell you the difference would be, for Randy, if you give one youngster 100k, you'd have to, all the other youngsters would have to, you'd have to give at least match for that. So potentially, if you're looking at Smith Rowe, bloody Saka, and all the others, you know, you'd be looking best part of $500,000 going out of a club every week because they're going to give him 100k. The Willian transfer was ridiculous. I've said that. If you look at my previous videos, I said that right from the start. But let's be honest, he had a good season with Chelsea last year, and I don't even think the best football analyst could have predicted just how bad Willian has been this year. I agree, 200k was ridiculous. However, he was a free transfer, so you had no transfer fee to pay out. But I don't think that any of us predicted just how bad a season Willian would have. Can I give it out now? The next thing is manager had 6 million a year. Well, but in all, on the flip side to it, many of Arsenal fans would like Diego Simeone. And he's on 40 million. He's on 40 million a year. It is 40 million a year. So, you know, is 6 million for a manager? You know, in a cold light of day, is 6 million a manager a lot in this day and age? Absolutely. Titles won in May, not January. Yeah, but Ole is to be second is quite good because I thought he was out of his depth. As a Cardiff fan, I've never rated Ole. I always think he's got a different agenda because of what he done, bringing in loads of crappy Norwegian players all represented by the same agent, and all of a sudden money disappeared within the Cardiff coffers. But that's another story for another time. I just think that injuries within the centre back positions, I think, will cost them in the end, and I think too many games will as well. So we'll see. In my opinion, as you're coming into this kind of period now, you should pick and choose which competitions you're going to go for. Jose Mourinho done it when he was at Man United because he recognised that he didn't have a squad to fight on all fronts, and he he focused going on for the Europa League because that was his best chance in getting the Champions League position, and that's what happened. But I do think that but I think Ole needs to select now which competitions he wants to focus on. And the same could be said about Arteta as well. I don't think the FA Cup, I don't think a good FA Cup run this year will help Arteta. Randy, which national team do you support, Wales or Spain? Well, Wales, I used to follow Wales home and away for many years. My first Wales away game was 1997 in Denmark. Craig Bellamy, at the tender age of 17, scores a winning goal. So I have been, and I went to the last Euros and finally watched them in a major competition. Since I've come over here, I do keep an eye on Spain. I've also gone to watch Gibraltar as well. On one of my previous videos, I attended Gibraltar's first ever home win, which was it must have been in the Europa League or whatever you call it, European League or whatever you call it. They beat Liechtenstein, and that was a good game really. I quite enjoyed that experience. But yeah, no, I obviously I'd always continue watching Wales, but I do keep a close eye on Spain. I keep a close eye on Gibraltar as well. Listen. That's a good point. I always make good points. It's just people don't take it on board. No, I'm hearing Pogba again in the summer, but the demands are quite absolutely a country mile away from what Real Madrid are prepared to pay. Real Madrid don't really rate him, if I'm honest with you. They don't really rate him. They just think that he will come with so much baggage. They don't need the drama of him, if I'm honest with you. And the test of it, well, they all should. Listen, I messed up with a transfer story last year, which everybody knows about. I was told in all fairness to me, everyone had the opinion that Atleti wasn't going to. A party wasn't going to leave Atleti, and it was all done behind backhanded kind of agreements. So okay, I got done over on that one, but the other ones, which no one gives me credit. Sorry, which some of them are, Jovic. Oh, apparently in the summer he was going to Man United. He was not going anywhere near Old Trafford. And some of the others. But people only want to focus on the ones, or the one in which you've been incorrect on. Sorry, my phone is playing up. No probs. You deserve to win that quiz, I know. I deserve to win them all, Randy. I deserve to win them all. Who's my favourite Welsh player? Who's my favourite Welsh player? That's a tough one. Bale. I'm going to say no to Bale because personally I think he's let himself down a little bit. I don't think that. I don't think. I think he's fallen out with football the last few years, and he should have got away from Real Madrid much sooner than what he has. I'm going to say Neville Southall. I'm going to say Neville Southall. The amount of times in which he saved Wales throughout his career. Yeah, I'm going to say Neville Southall. So, Ian Rush, yeah, that was a great. I was watching actually. I don't know if you guys are old enough and if you remember. Unfortunately, it was a game in which Jock Steven passed away at a heart attack in the end. But I did watch the highlights of the Wales Scotland in 1985, which, by the way, was, I think it was the. Must have been the first game I remember. First game I ever watched, I think. It was, yeah. That was a great. Wales had great teams. You know, you had Southall, Kevin Ratcliffe, who was also, linchpin of Everton back then. Van den Hauwe was also in that Everton team. Then you had Mark Hughes, Ian Rush. You know, going a few years on, you had Dean Saunders. You know, it was always the midfield in which Wales would struggle. They'd sort out the defence and the striking, but the midfield was always the area in which we didn't really have, an Aaron Ramsey. But yeah, Neville Southall, I think. Do you play any video games? I used to, but not so much now. Rushing his day was amazing. He was amazing, yeah, and yeah, in the 86 season, 85-86, wasn't it, when Liverpool done the double, it was always him and Lineker, wasn't it? You know, and I love that little bit of competition between them both. I asked a tough question. Yeah, he was a great keeper. In my opinion, he was best in the world at that time. Way better. Of course. Absolutely, of course. Was that Portman Road when oh, right, okay. Yeah, no, in fact, I may actually put it on my channel, the highlights of that game, because it does, it is something to me personally, because, well, what the hell, I've already stated this on a video, which I'm going to, on a podcast, I'm going to, right. Forgive me if I'm going to fill up a little bit now, so just bear with me, guys, yeah? But on that game, there was a poignant game to me, is that I'm adopted. For people who don't know, I'm adopted. By that time, I was with my adopted mum and dad, and they split up. They split up a few months before that game. And like any other child in which has parents who split up, it's kind of like you visit. Normally, you stay with your mum, so you visit your dad on one or two occasions during the week. And on that occasion, my dad, I stayed with my dad and kind of laid on a sofa, so he was cuddling into me as you do, lying on the sofa, and we were watching the game. and my dad had the disease, which now is very curable if you look after yourself. But he couldn't cope with me and my mum moving out, and while he was cuddling up to me and we were watching that game. This is how I know it was my first game. You see, um, he went into a coma. He went into a coma, and as the game was going on, I remember I was looking back at him, and I couldn't wake him up. And so because I was so small, and I don't know if you guys would remember wherever you guys are, but you know, the old doors, the old like front doors, the lock would be maybe 3/4 of the way up the door, and I was too young, too small to reach up to the lock, so I had to go back and get a chair, put a chair against the door, climb onto the chair to open the door, and then to alert the neighbours opposite that I couldn't wake Dad up, and that was the last time I seen him alive. So yeah, and that was a bit of a coincidence regarding Joxine. And last night was the first time in which I actually had the balls to watch. That game. I never watched not in the highlights. I've never watched the highlights of that game ever since. So because of that, I may well do some kind of upload and take it from there. I know people say it's good to talk, but I don't know. It was like, and I remember I watched it last night. And I don't know if it was the exact moment. But there was a time in which, in the game, and it was shown on the highlights. For I'm sure that was the right moment. I'm sure that was the moment where kind of like it just all dawned on me what was happening. I couldn't wake him up, but I knew the moment it was in the game. I knew the moment it was in the game. I don't know. Anyway, lads, on that note, I'm going to wrap things up. Thank you very much for coming in. Please like, share, and subscribe. We've hit over the 300 mark. I need everybody's help, really. Let's make this channel what it can be, anyway. Okay. I may do some kind of show after football tonight. But best wishes. Speak to you soon, and you look after yourself. Yeah. Take care. Bye bye.